Yes, viewers, welcome. Welcome back to the Charlie Veitch Show. And we're in the ghetto in, can you guess it, drumroll, brrr, Newcastle upon Tyne.
Why, aye, man?
What, in Newcastle, like? Away. So it says, after a century of civil peace, the people renew their gratitude to the author of the Great Reform Bill, 1932. So we had a very friendly English taxi driver, and he said, this is the place to get out. And then he said, get out. Grey Street. There's a dirty Santa over there, quite scary looking. I don't want to film him. It won't be allowed on YouTube. PCSO says not allowed. Anyway, I knew the dirty Santa would be revealed on the YouTube channel at some point, but I think we need a pizza. Here in central Newcastle, the community health bus. You got hepatitis C? Okay, Newcastle, eh? Wait, is this New? Yeah, it's Eildon Square. And the man killing the dragon, probably St. George, says memory lingers here. May very well be a war memorial, for all you know. I've just seen a lady carrying a corgi into a wooden shed. That's not something you see every day. And that owl looks autistic.
Hashtag Newcastle League?
Wait, there's that a C? Yeah, it's not a G. Not gonna lie, I thought it was a G. Get it? So here on Eildon Square, prime real estate completely abandoned. Look at how nice it is. And nobody wants it because city centres are now, how do I put this? They're hotels for the migratory. It's free social services for the cracky. And it's like vape shops and American candy stores. That's all you get nowadays. We don't know what this is, but it looks suitably terracotta-y. Here, your free scooters in Manchester, they're called Lime. Oh, there's a crackhead at Boots kicking off. I'll pretend I'm doing the scooter. It's called Neuron. Look at that. And I promise not to go on my regular consciousness rant here. Blue Trainers across there. Blue Trainers is kicking off. Like every other European city, we're protected by the anti-car rammings of Peace Guard, of course. Regular feature on the Charlie Veitch Show. Hey, look, it's a thingy thing. Musenwert. Their Christmas markets here seem a little bit posher than the Manchester ones. They're very, very mulled. Right, look at that, $6.50 each. I'm just going to stand next to that fire and film for a second. It looks fantastic. Wait. Even the security guards look posh. Hello, Flame. Ignore the sirens, dear viewers. We are at the beautiful Pinocchio-branded Theatre Royal, Newcastle upon Tyne. Americans like, why is it called Newcastle upon Tyne? Where's the Tyne? We're going to the Tyne. We've got time for the Tyne. And it's a river that goes underneath Newcastle. So Newcastle is upon. Get it? It's upon. If the river went over Newcastle, it would be Newcastle under Tyne. So I was like, come on, Laura, let's go to Newcastle. She's like, what's it like? I was like, oh, it's really posh. Like, it's all this limestone, sandstone, like classic buildings. It's like ancient Greece. It's like Rome at the height of the empire. And I can't wait to take her to the rougher bits. And I want to get mugged by someone drinking Newcastle brown ale. That's my mission today. All the different councils in England have a different logo. Here they've got some weird child font and a triple castle. I guess that's the new one, hence the name. Check it out, guys. Congestion, climate congestion here in Newcastle Lake. And
I'm interested.
Nudes Radio?
Yeah.
What's Nudes Radio? Is it good? What is it? Oh. So Charles, I hear my darling viewers ask, what was the name of this delectable, classical, amazing, Regency reminding you street It's called Grey Street, Grey. So off Grey becomes Dean Street, and I was saying, hey Laura, look at that, it's like the Grand Budapest Hotel, except it's not in Budapest and it's not grand. Well, actually it is quite grand. It is pink though, just like the Grand Budapest Hotel. Where's Ray Fiennes? It's got a certain Alpine, Germanic vibe. So just have a look at this. We're coming down Dino Street, just off, seriously, Dean Street. And the centre of Newcastle just feels a lot more, I don't know, traditional and old-fashioned. And I think the Germans, the Luftwaffe, dropped a large load of bombs onto Manchester. Don't know why Liverpool didn't get the same treatment. Maybe it did. But Manchester got proper covered. It got bukkake'd by the German bombers. That is a nice bridge, and you get the train going over that in a sec. Looking at the corner of Milburn House here at the bottom. We're still under the railway bridge. I could never understand. I mean, I can intuitively get a little bit of the physics, but since ancient times, humans have been building bridges like that, and there's what's called like a lock stone that you drop in the top and it holds it all up, but I just don't get why the middle doesn't just collapse in. Why is it? Is it maths?
Smart maths.
Is it engineering or physics or maths or all three?
All of the three.
All three.
Yes.
My God, that is
Very integral people.
very allowed.
Integral.
Go 100% electric DPD delivery van, on you go. We are now on Side. I don't know if it's called Side Street or just Side, but we're on Side. And again, I'm very impressed with the hodgepodge mix of architectural styles. Hey, madam. And there was a lady staring at me having a cigarette, and I tried to include her in my show, and she was having none of it. She liked to look, though, just not to be included. Here we go, Babucho. Look at that, Babucho's looking nice. And easy hotel, a pretty darn good location. Speaking of, I've just seen a graphic of the Angel of the North. I was coming on the motorway with Laura, and I was like, look at that amazing piece of architecture on the right. And she thought it was rather ugly, and I thought, no, that's the best we can do in the northeast of England. That's literally the Mona Lisa of the north. And she's like, oh, okay. Queen Street up ahead. We're going to turn right onto Sand Hill. We're still on Side, and I don't know if it's Side Street or what, because as you can see, darling viewers, the sign literally just says Side. And oh, you might all recognize that very nice bridge. It's quite a symbol of Newcastle. It's the bridge over the Tyne. Away the lads. Now, as Laura asks me, whereabouts are we going? We are going to go under the bridge and have a look at the millennial celebrations. They've done some weird Sydney Opera House thing, which I think we should go check out. Victorians were like, we believe in the future, progress, civilization, and massive construction projects. Yeah, what are you going to do? Yes, we're going to build a massive bridge above your business and your house. What are you going to do about it? If you complain, we'll just deport you to Van Diemen's Land, now known as Tasmania, mate. That strange, shiny, bubble Sydney Opera House wannabe thing was built around 23 years ago to celebrate Britain's descent into a dystopian, multicultural landing strip for rich Chinese investors. Fans of the globe Earth will know that we are walking towards the west. And I'm going to try and catch the last hurrah of our god Helios. There he is. Hello. It's quite nice. It's not as good as the Firth of Forth bridge across Edinburgh to Fife. But you know what? For the northeast of England, it's not too bad. Only joking, guys. Of course, it's a great bloody bridge. And every time I would ride, when I was a young warthog, from Edinburgh to London on that bridge there, I'd say, hey, we're in Newcastle. Only another 3 hours to go to get to London. Newcastle fans would be like, yep, that's quite good. I think those are 2 Navy patrol boats, Coast Guardy Navy. They're certainly the grey navy colour. I must declare the 2 hamsters inside my rectum. Severe penalties apply for illegal landing. Rabies prevention. Now, if only... No, there's a joke in there somewhere with our 700,000 new arrivals in Britain every year, which is a major city we're bringing in. It'll be fine. We don't need new hospitals, schools, police stations, fire service. Who cares that everything's collapsing, as long as we can be a really comfortable hotel for the people of the world to come and treat Britain as a free hotel holiday site. It's fine. We're not a real country. Are we? Are we still a real country? I don't know. The view from the Tyne up to King Street. So behind me, not what you're looking at, you've seen that before, but behind me is the original Customs House. Customs House from back in the day, with the nice painted statues of the lion and the unicorn in chains. That's how powerful the British crown is, guys. Even mythical creatures get caught and chained up. Guys, look what we found. We have found, it looked like a court. It's the giant Newcastle Crown Court and Magistrates Court. I think we should investigate from a bit closer up. I'm not in the mood to cause a big fight, a big argument, but I just want to get my photons. It's so pretty. Newcastle Crown Court and Magistrates Court. It's such a fetching late 90s, early 2000s monstrosity. It's goes to show, unless you build in the classical manner, you might be able to use a bit of red sandstone, which is also very popular in Glasgow. But unless you do it in the classical style, it's so dated, so timely from the 90s, early 2000s. Not quite what you want, but you're meant to feel dread because you've been caught. So you're in court. You're not meant to be elevated, you're meant to be put down into the cells. Here we have a modern-ish multi-story car park to the right, and then these old traditional brick buildings that look like they're from the 1700s to our left. Whoa, look at this beauty just above the subway. And whoa, look at that beauty. Whoa. Makes me want to live in Newcastle. Hey, donkey. Do you like my swamp, mate? I heard some crackhead noises in the distance, so I'm not going to kick off too much. Hey, donkey! Donkey? No, it's men working in that lovely, beautiful building that we have here. It's in Spyron. It's good to know that Bill is also a wanted man in Newcastle. Video surveillance cameras in operation. Bill Posters is a wild criminal, and he's going to be prosecuted. Okay, it's the fountain outside the Holy Jesus Hospital. That's this nice 1700s building. It's so ancient, the font looks very 1700s. I can't even read it, but no fountain anymore. It's all ogre. It's just a bunch of forlorn students trying to draw it. So we were watching the men construct or deconstruct Cuthbert House, and there's a NHS building. Oh, I am moist. It says 55 degrees. We're at the Purple Peacock, and again, Laura, wow, that architecture. Oh, Mosley Street. Oh, it's Bank House on Pilgrim Street. Look, it's Bank House on Pilgrim Street. Why do they keep only the front, says the viewer. Well, it's what's called a grade listed building, grade 1 or grade 2 listed building. It's listed as it's under protection. And so Bulmer and Kirkland, it says, we build. They're allowed to build, but by law they have to keep the frontage. And there's a massive area here in Newcastle that is being developed. That one, and the one next to it, as you can see. A whole street of civilization in progress. Anyone want to take the Q3 to Great Park? Oh, there's what's it called? Grey Street to our left. We're coming up Pilgrim Street. Regular Newcastleians will be like, Wait. Do not enter. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Do not enter if you have symptoms of sexism, racism, transphobia, homophobia. I feel personally attacked, Laura. For anyone getting all like, oh, it's a joke, relax, it's a joke. Laura, my dear, it's more inspiring than seeing the Taj Mahal in the distance. We're moving from Pilgrim Street onto Northumberland Street. Wait. Oh, look, Laura, I can join their gang. I'm wearing orange too. Look at my friends. Gauranga, Hare Krishnas, you've taken our airports. They want orange clothing from TK Maxx. Monks know not to pay full price. It's Sports Direct, it's Superdrug, it's Foot Asylum, it's Barclays, it's McDonald's, it's JD Sports. It's not Newcastle's fault that market forces and economic forces have made it exactly the same as every other high street in England. This is interchangeable with that pedestrian street in Leeds. It's the biggest JD Sports I've ever seen. It's the mausoleum. It's the pyramid of, do you have a 20 bag, mate? Or, I'll fucking knock you out, mate. And also, it's the favourite clothing store for, grab his backpack, take his backpack, knock him out. Helicopter, anyone? Oh. Oh, very nice. Oh, come on. Oh, there you go. Not in service. It said Cramlington. Anyone for Cramlington? Am I going to get hit by a car here? No, not yet. So, here's King's Walk. And this here is King's Gate at Newcastle University. Looks modern. That there is another very inspiring 1960s tower block. But I remember from the UCAS days back in 1997, 98, saying, give us your top 5 choices. Where would you like to go to university? And one of my options was Newcastle. And I just want to let the jogger past. I just want to show my viewers some nice shots up here. We'll go up there. That there says Culture Lab. We need more culture. Oh, happy Chinese students graduating. So yeah, this is what I remember, this sort of buildingage. It's all very nice. I want to go through the main drag and then we'll cut. Yeah, this is the main area, I guess, of Newcastle University. Congratulations to you all. Now go back to China and help the CCP. Yes, it's very university-ish. And we'll cut at that door. And cut. I thought it was the Bombay Sapphire spray, but no, it's the multi-surface cleaner. Newcastle is in a county called Northumbria. So this is the Northumbria Police. Okay, good morning world. Back on Grey Street, still in Newcastle. And the very friendly Uber driver, he said, you know Grey Street? I said, yeah. He goes, you know Earl Grey tea? I said, yeah. He goes, that Earl is what Grey Street's named after. I was like, thank you, Dale, for your local knowledge. And then he proceeded to entertain us with wonderful chit-chat in the taxi. Turns out, Dale wasn't messing about. Can you see that? Charles, what a great name, Charles Earl Grey. Column was erected in 1838. He was a fearless and consistent champion of civil and religious liberties. What a legend. Go Charles. He was so good they named a popular flavor of tea after him. The building encompassing the Northern Goldsmiths, established 1892. And on brand, next to Northern Goldsmiths, you've got the North Face, continuing the northern theme. Main shopping drag, looking down to Eldon Square, Fenwick, Marks and Spencer's, and all the good stuff. Check that out, it says NE1 Street Ranger. Anyone? Or is that the postcode? Newcastle E1. Street Ranger with a mohawk, walking into the sunrise. What a hero. Here's some photographer filmmaker types with their tripods. Whereas your humble narrator here, he's practiced for years to try and have steady hands. And when I moved from mobile phones to proper cameras, the image stabilization is now poor, so you have to be even more steady. Brain surgery, neuron, scalpel hands. Okay, well, the White Witch is defeated and Christmas is restored. Hooray! There's even a tribute to Goat Boy here. Look at him with his little black hooves and his horns. So I've done a few laps of Newcastle, and there's no pro-Palestine or pro-Israel propaganda. There's no stickers, there's no angry people. I'm not seeing any shops getting occupied or anything like that. I'm sure it does happen, and as you can see, it seems to be as diverse a city as any other major city in the UK. But first impressions, it feels quite reassuringly English here in Newcastle. I think, ironically, we're close enough to Scotland that it feels like real England. Okay, gents and ladies, you might not know this, but Newcastle has a subway, an underground. It's called the Metro, the Geordie Metro, and we're gonna ride it somewhere.
It smells so bad.
What does it smell like? Cottagers Cove?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, viewers, we're going to ride the Metro later. Turns out the little property we're staying at is in Biker. Probably, is that Biker Grove? And there's a Metro stop in Biker, so we're going to do that later to go home and not pay for an Uber. Here's the side of the Lang Art Gallery, and look at this weird liminal tower block thing. Laura was like, can we go in the Lang Art Gallery? I was like, art on a day like today?
Neglect.
What do you say, Laura?
Neglectful.
Neglectful boyfriend.
Yeah.
What is the Oxford? The Oxford, next to the New Bridge Hotel. And we're going to ride up that circular 1970s staircase past the abandoned building with all the broken windows and graffiti. So, no art gallery and high art for Laura, but abandonment, decay, and dystopia. There you go, Laura. There's your art. Have you ever seen a coffee percolator as graffiti? Well, you have now. And if you don't know Newcastle, where we are now, you might think, oh, he's in the outskirts. No, this is the immediate centre. I'm surprised this is actually here. Maybe a Geordie or two can tell us about it in the comment section. We're just coming off our thing, and that's Northumbria University. I didn't know Newcastle had another university other than Newcastle Uni, and just feel the urban planning from the 60s and 70s. We're like, yeah, we'll prioritise cars, we'll put these walkways, hi Laura, we'll put these walkways in the way it'll be utopian. People will love it. They'll move in droves.
Charlie Veitch, entry for Street Photographer of the Year 2024.
Vampiric Bugs Bunny. Okay, we're near Studentville. Studentville, first thing to notice, that giant building from earlier has a road underneath it. Very efficient use of space. We're here at Unite the Union, and I'm filming them because I always see Unite the Union members at the pro-Palestine marches. And they must be doing quite well. Protect the right to strike, everyone needs a union. Good for them. From Veitch House to Northumberland Baths. The city baths. Sorry, baths.
Bath.
Bath. France. Chance. France. Chance.
You need to tone it down a bit.
Oh yeah, I'm being a bit Aspergy in public.
Walking.
It's okay. I'm on the spectrum from poor to billionaire. I'm a bit closer to poor actually. Who would have known that Northumbria University is twinned with St. George's University in Grenada, West Indies, man? Laura, look, that building's really nice, look. Hey, look, it's a university.
Oh my God.
The students everywhere, they're good people, they've got the right political opinions about everything. There I was, mocking the existence of Northumbria University when they've actually won University of the Year. College ass. And again, they're very proud having won University of the Year. Okay, so they invented the magazine that gave them the award, but...
Reformed Church, we don't want that.
United Reformed Church. I want an unreformed original church. I don't want any schisms or...
Get rid.
Get rid. This looks like, this is an entrance to... in fact, I think, Laura, we're in the campus for Northumbria University. I'm getting that vibe. And it's a nice day for it. But, again, no pro-Palestine propaganda anywhere. Okay, I found the epicenter here. There's Shop Central, Student Central, Students' Union. Let's go have a look at the Students' Union. A wonderful viewer. Just got his dad to get photographs with him. I think he's here for an open day. And they're doing free coffee, free drinks, and you know what? I had some friends that went to university in Newcastle, not Northumbria, the actual Newcastle, and they had a great time. So I hear Newcastle's a fun day out and a fun night out. Well, one thing I do appreciate here in Newcastle is they put massive branding and labels on all their big buildings. For example, Newcastle Civil and Family Courts and Tribunal Centre. It actually looks like a high-level Politburo office building in Moscow from the late 60s. It's so uniform and, perfectly uniform. And I didn't notice it last night, but those decorations, there's a seahorse on each spike. But just look at it. Okay, I take it all back. The Geordies are clearly getting attacked by commies and lefties and crusties and tacit pro-Hamas supporters and all the bullshit. Can you imagine if, on top of everything, Gaza became socialist? They'd be, on top of everything else, they'd be hungry.
But I keep getting a runny nose and then it stops.
She does keep getting a runny nose. Oh, the optimism, or pessimism if you prefer, of the mid-20th century. We've got a little abandoned water feature. This is the entrance of the Civic Centre. I'm going to get a bit closer because I've seen some men in suits going in. And can you see the seahorse heads? Look at those shadows. Very strange ribcage gates. And then look, Christmas tree. Is there a function on? Sorry.
Yeah, mate, can I come in?
No worries, all the best. Not allowed! Copper Oxide Boy is dripping onto his plate. Go on, Copper Oxide Boy. Hello. Could I please get a quick picture of your queen? Look at that. And why is it not King Charles?
Because we are still waiting for the official photograph to be released.
I hear he's very stressed out about how his image is portrayed, so they've had to take about 4,000 pictures. He's not happy with any of them. He's kicking off. Thank you. Yep. Hear that soaring guitar as we come back onto Grey Street. And I think, viewers, it's time to go to Gateshead. Okay, we're on Granger Street, going down towards the central train station. And this big, old sandstone building took my eye, primarily because of the perfect
pentagram in the immediate center of the screen right now.
Here we are, here we are, here we are. Hampton by Hilton leads to Royal Station Hotel, looking a bit tatty, and of course, Central Station. Central. Wait, not yet. This isn't right yet. We'll get a bit closer. Okay, these gates look promising. Might as well check out the station. Everything's delayed because of the cold. Delayed, and there you go. Architecturally, Newcastle seems to be doing a bit better than most major UK cities. Still a lot of the traditional here. When Aristotle, Plato, and the boys, oh, not to forget the big granddaddy of them all, Socrates, they're thinking about thinking. It's hard work. Right next to the River Tyne, you have a castle, and it seems to feature in many logos of Newcastle. So I am guessing that that is the new castle, and maybe that's the old castle. Nah, it's part of the same complex. Surely. Here we are at the Black Gate, and apparently it's the gateway to Old Newcastle. So it's worth a little walk through. Here you go, New World people. Have some Old World. Sounds rough. I think they're torturing people in there. Torturing Scottish people. Okay. I just want to show my viewers the biggest, the most massive, the Leviathan, the big boy of all nitrous oxide canisters. Pawad's net, 2 kilos. Oh! Let's try it. Tastes like shit. I want to get to Gateshead. I hear there's another city attached to Newcastle. It's over the river. Let's go and have a look. But before we do, there's the back of the castle. It's worth looking at. And it's a lot of warning signs, but the main one, it's saying weak bridge, morally weak bridge. It supports Hamas. Seeing a few signs on the bridge here. It's constantly being renovated because obviously it was built in 1850, early in the Victorian era. Okay, we're technically now in Gateshead. Bye-bye, Newcastle. Viewers, welcome to Gateshead. So far, it's a desolate, empty landscape, prioritizing vehicles, and I've seen like 5 other people. Here we have an abandoned, what I guess is a town hall, again, as well. Just some random building from 1868 in a otherwise paved-over car park. It's so pretty and so abandoned. And right next to the town hall, we have the abandoned Lloyds Bank. Lloyds Bank Limited. The losses of this company are limited to the corporation itself, which is now an individual, and are not tied to the business owners or the directors. So you want to do business with Lloyd's? Check out the books, and don't think you can chase Mr. Lloyd for when it all goes Pete Tong. I do not like the early 2000s architecture. It's very naff, very millennial, and just soulless. And here we have the Trinity Square Health Centre. It says Gateshead Sexual Health. Well, I've got mental health. There was a beautiful big high definition LCD screen here, but it's been feraled. It's been urban teenagered. Where are the people? Where is everyone? So, Winston Smith, you want a vision of the future? Imagine a mobility scooter sat outside a Heron Foods, giving you top quality and lowest prices forever. I'm not sure my viewers are ready for this nightmare. It's anthropomorphic Sonic the Hedgehog with earrings, and in his body is a tortoise, a dog, and round the back in his lysergic acid infused body mutant nightmare, a rabbit stuck in his back. I think I'm in central Gateshead, and I want to leave. Guys, it's scary. I'm here at Big Tesco's, and I am Jack's dystopian broken heart. So when you've won the Loo of the Year Awards 3 years in a row, and you're presented with a sparkly silver toilet seat, you know you're doing something right. So here we go. Best toilet ever. Interesting burnt metal ionized rainbowy light effect on the bin. And where are we? We're at the Job Centre Plus. Ooh wee. Tell you what though, Gateshead makes Salford and Walkden seem posh. And I was all like, what's that ugly 1960s block behind the Job Centre? And of course, it's a BT premises. It's all, yeah, I'll continue what I said in the last video. BT has some of the ugliest buildings in Britain. They should be proud of that. Well, yes, of course, it's a BT phone relay exchange building. BT exchange building. Trinity Square shopping mall with a big Tesco's. You've got, just under there, right there, you can see the top of it, about 100 yards away, Tyne Bridge, the main bridge. And here, just to show you, the town planners, the council have absolutely messed up. Utter prime real estate, National Provincial Bank. And again, it's abandoned because most of central Gateshead is just roads, nonsense. It's horrible for people. Look, there's 2 people over there. It's in the middle of the afternoon on a sunny day in December. There's no one here. National Provincial Bank we've just been looking at, and it gets worse. I came around the corner thinking it'll get better. This one's established 1863, but next to it, probably the same building, the library, and it's all boarded up. Just look at this architecture. Just imagine the former Victorian glory here in Gateshead. Now you've got Protector Group monitored by CCTV. They're trying to plug gaps where crackheads are going in to sleep and imbibe their stimulants. It's a proper hazard. Crackheads will risk anything to not have to. Let me just do a pan out again and just maybe. And there's a little clock tower, probably abandoned, that building. And yes, I can confirm that one's also abandoned. Here's a symbol of Britain. We're spending 5, 6, 7 billion pounds a year to make this country a hotel for our global cousins, and we neglect and let city centres and no, but Tony Blair built the Gateshead Centre. It's like a big Sydney Opera House, but oh man, never got above 0 degrees here in Gateshead. I'm looking forlornly at the Tyne Bridge and into ultra posh and rich Newcastle. What a contrast. I've never seen a contrast like this. You know, you've got Edinburgh and Leith, you've got Manchester and Salford, You got Newcastle and Gateshead, and it's like going from South Korea into North Korea. It's unbelievable. I'm sure the way will be really welcoming and clean, guys. I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, we've arrived at the Tony Blair Sydney Opera House thing. They call it the Glass House, but I think those panels are made of stainless steel. I mean, it's okay, but they maybe should have spent this money redeveloping Central Gateshead to make it suitable for pedestrians, so people might actually walk across the bridge and have something worth visiting in Gateshead away from Newcastle. But let's have a look anyway. Here's the famous Tyne Bridge again. That is Newcastle in a way. And I want to go have a look at those Marine Navy boats over there. They might be behind a fence, but I just want to get some content for my amazing viewers. Fire engine, police van. It's all happening at the old customs house. Have any of my viewers been to Brooklyn Bridge? You can walk across the bridge into Brooklyn. You're gonna call your mom, drink some coffee. I'm feeling Brooklyn Bridge vibes here, although I'm sure this one's older. Will you look at that? Will you slap my ass and call me Cindy? Daniel Defoe lived in Gateshead from 1706 to 1710. He only stayed 4 years, probably because he also knew it was a shithole. Anyway, you're wondering, what did he write? He wrote Robinson Crusoe and Moll Flanders. Was it Boy Friday, Man Friday? Well, they told me to stay frosty. I'm staying frosty because we're at the Ministry of Defence site with their little Royal Navy Marine Commando fast response boats. They're looking at me. I can see the captain. He's pointed at me. Is he getting his binoculars out? Nah. He sees I'm a good British boy with a cool camera. He knows I'm just showing my viewers. I guess that is true, not allowed. If I was to climb over, I'd be arrested. In the Navy, you can feel a new man every day. In the Navy. Well, guys, you'd be happy to know they're not all stainless steel things. Some of them are actually glass. The bit that faces Newcastle, there's the court. The bit that faces Newcastle is glass, but the bit that faces the Gatesheadians is stainless steel, because they'd only smash the glass, the Gateshead people. His Majesty's ship Calliope. Calliope. I'm here at a Royal Navy site, and it's Royal Navy and Royal Marine Commando with a dagger. Can I get you guys a shot? Can I do it? Yeah, there you go, kind of. HMS Calliope. I've just had a coughing fit. Oh. Anyway, yeah, Royal Marine Commando with a knife. All very interesting. All very public, right here in the centre of town. It's finally time, viewers. We've got to go over the Newcastle to Gateshead Millennium Bridge. There's one in London that they built at the Millennium, across from Bank over to the Tate Modern, and that one got wobbly. I wonder if the Gateshead Millennium Bridge got wobbly. Probably not. Probably did very well. Doesn't it look like the St. Louis Arch? And funny I should mention the Tate Modern. It's a big Victorian square power station like that one, which is Baltic Centre for Contemporary Art. And we're here at we're not allowed in here, but we'll go in anyway. What's different about this bridge is it tilts to let the ships through. Whoa, look at those pistons in this tilting mechanism. Whoa! That's quite nice. Okay, Baltic wasn't a power station. It says Baltic Flower. Probably just a warehouse. Ooh, where it's getting pretty at sunset. And look at this weird solar Helios modern art thing. What's it going to say? What's it going to say? It's going to say This could be Hamburg, Genoa, Aberdeen, or Rotterdam, or Copenhagen, or Malmo, or London, or Antwerp. And fucking hell, not Hull. Fuck off. Accidental symmetry, and cut. It's very nice of them to have a artistic tribute here to the B-2 bomber, the intercontinental nuclear stealth bomber. It's a very nice shape. It's like a queuing area at Disneyland, except it doesn't do anything. It doesn't go anywhere. There's no Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Might be my favorite shot yet.
Northumbria. Better than Southumbria. We're back at the courts, but I'm not an auditor, so we're going to leave them to it.
There's a shot for you guys.
Wow, wow, wee wah.
So close to the top of the buildings. Here we go. Ah, it's not coming down here. Oh well. Fire engines fallen victim to the temporary traffic light. Who's going to block the yellow box? Who's going to do it? White car will get it started, but he's out of the way. No, no one else is doing it. Check this out, guys. Street Rangers. The one with the hair we saw before, but we got some corporate police. But then behind them, there's some real police. So onward ho. Anyway, I've lost Laura. Laura's she's run off with a handsome Newcastle Chad, a Geordie Chad. Only kidding. She's in the M&S cafe, having a cup of tea and a scone. I did a big rant this morning about how there's no pro-Palestinians and like aggressive crusties in Newcastle. Well, how wrong was I? One sec.
What?
You guys, there's donations.
Yeah, if you can afford a donation. No,
that's good.
Cheers. No, I appreciate it.
So much you reckon this is getting
So check this out. We've got Mr. Lidl. Where do you work, Mr. Lidl? You work in Aldi, and you don't work for Lidl, do you?
I work at Aldi as well.
Do you?
That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Well, best Christmas jumpers I've seen. The channel's called Charlie Veitch, and you'll be on it. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.